Hi everyone, I'm here to present a paper on the distributional consequences of the implementation of value-added taxes in India. The identification of a growth strategy that is conducive to poverty reduction, or alternatively the adoption of a pro-poor growth policy, remains one of the main challenges faced by the Indian government till this day. Despite the progress in poverty reduction, the debate as to the ideal policy for reduction is ongoing, and there seems to be no consensus among policymakers. The dilemma lies in choosing between the revenue approach or the expenditure approach. The primary objective of this study is to analyze the poverty implication of the introduction of value-added tax in India. We attempt to characterize the relationship between VAT revenue and the poverty gap and the incidence of poverty among different households. In a second step, we investigate how VAT revenues may affect poverty. For this, we hypothesize that VAT revenues are put into use to fund expenditures on social activities. As a result, we also investigate the effect of the interaction between VAT revenues and social capital expenditure on poverty. Now let's go to the data description and sources. Now this study mainly uses the data from the 61st and 68th rounds of the Household Consumer Expenditure Survey conducted by the National Sample Survey Organization to measure the effectiveness of VAT revenue in reducing poverty. The monthly per capita consumption expenditure on all items has been used to generate the proxy variable that represents the poverty gap within the surveyed households. We have focused on the consumption of each representative household separately for the rural and the urban areas for each of the 20 states under study. Data on the official poverty lines, both state-wise and for the rural and urban areas over the duration of the study has been collected from the Planning Commission. Data on the VAT revenue of each state and the grants from the center have been compiled from the state finances, and the data on GSTP or at factor cost and the social capital expenditure have been collected from the Handbook of Statistics on the Indian Economy published by the Reserve Bank of India every year. Now let's look at the descriptive statistics of some of the key variables. We see the difference in the VAT, GSTP, social expenditure and grants from center in between both the years. And since VAT was not yet implemented in the year 2004, so you see the VAT GSTP is 0 for the subsequent years. And then we have these other ratios. Now coming to the econometric specification used in the study. The study uses OLS or ordinary least squares to estimate the effect of a change in the VAT GSTP ratio on the poverty gap among households separately for the rural and the urban areas, for the rich and poor states, and also for the different social groups of the population in the 20 major states of India. We use the official poverty lines to create a continuous variable that denotes the poverty gap of the household. The variable is defined as follows. It's the difference between the monthly per capita consumption expenditure of a household and the poverty line divided by the monthly per capita consumption expenditure. An increase in this index implies an increase in monthly per capita consumption expenditure and a fall in the poverty of the particular household. This implies that if the MPC of the household is below the poverty line of the particular state and region, poverty gap index will show the shortfall of the household from the poverty line. The model used in the study is as follows. It's an OLS model as I mentioned previously, and the Y denotes the poverty gap for each household I in state J in year T. VAT by GSTP ratio denotes the ratio of the VAT revenue received to the GSTP of each state in each year. Beta denotes the responsiveness of the poverty gap associated with unit change in the VAT GSTP ratio. SJT is the ratio of the difference between social capital expenditure of each state and the grants it receives from the center to the total expenditure of the state in that particular year. Alpha represents the coefficient of the interaction between VAT GSTP ratio and the social capital expenditure of the particular state. Z denotes the household specific demographic characteristics. For example, the gender, the age, the marital status, and the educational qualification of the household head, in addition to the household size. The religion and the social group to which a particular household belongs to is accounted in the household fixed effects. The other two terms are the year and the state fixed effects. Now we move to the estimates across various specifications. Our estimates show that the VAT revenue themselves are not effective in reducing the incidence or depth of poverty, either in the full sample of households or among the different social groups. Social capital expenditure, on the other hand, reduces poverty substantially across all specifications. For the group of poorer states only, an increase in VAT revenue reduces poverty in the rural regions significantly. However, the interaction between VAT revenue and social capital expenditure has a negative coefficient, which means that VAT revenue at high levels of developmental expenditure on social activities actually increases poverty rather than decreasing it. Now let's have a quick look at how these tables look at. Since we are short on time, I will just show you one table, and we have similar table. This is for the full sample. We have similar tables for the other groups of households that we have defined in the study. Now this is the dependent variable, as I mentioned. This is the VAT by GSDP ratio, is the poverty gap, and then we see how the effects differ among the three groups of households, and the all considering the entire group of sample. Then we have the rural and then urban. So we have similar tables for the rich and the poor states. We have similar tables for the different social groups of the population. Now coming to the policy implications of this paper. The policy implications of the study are twofold. First, an increase in the VAT revenue is an effective tool for improving the poverty situation in the rural regions of economically backward states. However, the marginal effect of an increase in VAT on poverty is positive only at low levels of social capital expenditure. Secondly, the degree of social capital expenditure, which varies from state to state and from region to region, is an important factor in determining the actual impact of the tax policy, and hence the government should take it into consideration when attempting to design any indirect tax policy. An indirect tax policy that is progressive, not only in terms of its rates and incidence, but also in terms of directing its revenues appropriately. Thank you, everyone.